Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 106, Astros won A7. Let's get straight into the major talking points from a dreadful loss at home to confirm a terrible 4-game series sweep defeat with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, leading off Luis Contreras. In a miserable game to cap a terrible series where there were precious few crumbs of comfort, it was at least the smallest of mercies that Luis Contreras, upon his return to the big league team, was able to pitch 2 very solid 1-2-3 innings in the 6th and 7th with a couple of strikeouts, as we grimly tried to give our bats at least a theoretical chance to get back into this one. Hopefully he can repeat this for us in a more positive game for us as well. Up second, Caleb Ort. It was much the same for him as well, pitching a 1-2-3-8 to at least hold the 0-4 score where it was. Ort is one of the more unpredictable members of our bullpen, and it would be great if we could get some consistency from him. Up third, Mauricio Dubon. It was by far too little, by far too late, but by driving in our barely a consolation run in the bottom of the 9th to make it 1-7, it did at the very least prevent a shutout and showed what we should be doing with runners in scoring position. More on that shortly. 3 down, first out, the offense. An atrocious showing from our bats yet again in a black hole of a series. This time we picked up 7 hits but only 1 extra base hit, and on the occasions it did look like maybe we could get something going, we hit 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Outscored by the A's by a shocking 32 runs to 7 in this series, our offense looks totally lost, dead, all at sea. Can't blame them, as the vast majority would barely be playing any games at MLB level if everyone was healthy, but this isn't sustainable and the well of incredible next man up showings appears to have run dry. We need reinforcements, plural. Second out, Colton Gordon. He can be a tricky pitcher to assess as he got ambushed in the first, but also appeared fairly dominant at times in terms of the 6 strikeouts he picked up. Giving up 4 runs over 5 innings is by no means a meltdown, but with how toothless our bats are, unfortunately, the latest instance of first inning runs conceded was, amazingly, a fatal blow. Gordon has to watch out for the mistake pitches as it somewhat ruins his good work. Third out, Stephen Okert. It was a depressingly rough outing for Okert in the 9th, as in giving up 3 runs to make it 0-7, it totally killed even any fanciful imagination of a potential late comeback. Okert's been great, but he has had the odd clunker like this. A couple of extra points to finish on. Start as you mean to go on. I said it before and I'll say it again. Conceding the first run of every single game cannot be allowed to go on. This made it 18 straight games we haven't scored first in, 1 away from a horribly unwanted MLB record. It's utterly essential we score first with our bats so lacking. And trading places. The onus now is on Dana Brown to find the right players and partners to trade with, as the deadline is mere days away. It won't be easy, and big players like Jeremy Pena, hopefully returning soon from injury, will help, but if we don't make any moves to bolster our bats, then it might as well be asking to punt the last third of the season, because this team is screaming out for help. With the loss we dropped to 60-46, still 4 games ahead of top of the AL West, but now with both the Mariners and Rangers chasing. Up next, 3 more games at home for us to try and turn this back around again versus the Washington Nationals. That's it for today's Extra Innings, the next day recap. Let me know your takes on the loss and the sweep defeat in the comments. Make sure you're following at Astros Fans UK on all platforms, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Stros!